So for this video, I don't have any advice to give. I don't have any story to tell. I don't have anything to talk nerdy about. I just have me. And right now, for this video, I want to talk about me. For so long, this channel, centered around schizoaffective disorder and my experience with it, I've shown you guys what I'd like to believe are the best parts of me. The achievements I've gotten, the rising above the struggle stories and everything. But I also think it's important to show the dark side of that kind of disorder and how it sometimes affects me on the ground level, which was why I posted the video I posted last week, where I was literally laying on my pillow, on my stuffed bee with my phone, filming a video about what depression was like and what I'm like when I'm depressed. And spoiler alert, I'm still depressed. But in this video, I just want to take a few moments to talk about how I got here, what exactly got me into the situation I am now, and what am I doing to fix it. A little bit, I want to talk about that, but really I just want to talk about what it's like, like honestly, because yeah, people need to know what it's like to, you know, spread awareness and all that. So, but anyway, so basically a couple weeks ago, you know, this episode hit, right? And my biggest trigger for me is losing people. And it's not necessarily like people dying or anything. It's not necessarily just breakups either, but it's like when someone in my life does something, leaves me something, for one reason or another, it just always triggers me. Even good leavings trigger me. And so that happened, basically. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna cope. I can totally do this. DBT, let's go, you know, like I totally thought I had it covered. And for a while I did. I was actually like, yo, I'm doing creative stuff now. I'm, you know, channeling all of my frustration into making things. I was like making skirts and stuff. And I was also taking a bunch of pictures for social media stuff, which is another fun thing. I was scripting videos for this channel and I thought I was doing great and everything. And then it all dropped and I got depressed. And that's when I realized it was actually just mania the whole time. Not real productivity, not real happiness, not real energy, not real anything. It was just chemicals in my brain lying to me again. Every time. Every single time. So last week, there I was, depressed, lying on my stuffed bee, talking to you guys. And usually my episodes, they start with mania, then they go to depression. Like there's this really rapid drop into depression. And then sometimes the episode is gone after that, which is great. And that's how it's been for the last year or so when I have minor episodes like this. But if I'm really lucky, I get something called a mixed state. And mixed states are absolute heck. Absolute heck. I hate them. And if you don't know what a mixed state is, that's okay. I'm going to explain it. So the affective side of my disorder resembles that of bipolar 1 disorder. And as someone who has bipolar symptoms, that means that I experience the highs of mania, which is like what I talked about earlier when I was really creative and doing things, but also the lows of depression, which is what I talked about last week. And a mixed state is when I experience both of those things at the exact same time. And it's really frustrating because I don't necessarily know what is, what's me and how I'm feeling versus what the moods are telling me, because I can be happy one minute and sad the next for absolutely no reason. I can go from laughing and crying from one side of the sentence to the other. Like I'll be laughing at the beginning of it and crying at the end, and then maybe the next sentence I'll be laughing again. I mean, it's really disorienting. And you hear people talk about like going on emotional roller coasters during watching like movies and stuff. It's a very casual term I hear a lot, but this one was literally like old wooden coaster. Like I am stuck here riding the wave. Like I cannot get off this ride. I cannot get off this surfboard. And I really feel like I'm going to drown in it. And that's where I was today. So I'm actually filming this video after I basically called in sick for work. I'm fortunate in which my employer and I, like, he lets me take mental health days when I need them. And this is the first time I've done it in almost 3 years working there. But yeah, I don't even know like how much I'm going to edit this video. Hopefully not too much because I'm tired. But today I was pushed past my breaking point, and it wasn't a situation necessarily. It was just my mood's working against me. And this is the meat of the video, where I actually tell you how a mixed state happens, why it's so dangerous for me, and what it's like in the moment. And so here I am struggling, coming out of depression and thinking I'm okay. Like this morning when I got to work, I had all this energy and I was thinking, okay, maybe the depression is lifting. Maybe I'm moving on, all this other stuff. Maybe all the stuff I experienced yesterday and the day before, maybe it wasn't really that bad, you know? And then the next hour I dropped again. I went from yay, don't need coffee, to absolute depression where I was almost in a dissociative fugue state. Like I felt myself slipping from reality a little bit. And it was, I could handle that. I could handle the shift from being happy to sad, but what I couldn't handle was how irritable I was. And there's a lot of people that when they get manic, they get irritable. For some people, that's all they get when they're manic. They don't even get like the fun part that I have. They get just irritability and stuff because you just want to crawl out of your own skin, and I just want to snap at anything and everything. And I usually snap at inanimate objects, but today I ran the risk of snapping at people. And I don't want to snap at people, because not only does that perpetuate the stereotype that people with schizo and their disorder are dangerous and not worth being around, but it also makes me feel like a not great person to be around. And so today I realized that I was getting irritable and a little bit snappy. And this also happened yesterday too. I had a little spat with someone and I didn't want to yell, so I just shut up entirely. And today it was just getting to be too much. And then some stuff happened, and I'm not going to go into crazy detail, but some situational stuff happened at work, and I had an anxiety attack. Like, I literally went to the bathroom and cried, and on the act of getting there, one of my bad voices showed up, one that makes me very, very, very scared when he appears. I barely made it to the bathroom, actually, and that just made the anxiety attack that got me there in the first place worse, and I was hyperventilating and freaking out, and I was crying, and I wanted to scream. I didn't make any noise, but, you know, because I don't want people checking on me, right? Because I'm falling apart in the bathroom. But I just felt like my brain just, like, went over the edge, and I was like, how am I going to find my way back? Like, I was frustrated beyond belief. I was so deeply saddened by everything. I had very little hope, and by very little hope, I mean no hope. I realized with an absolute dawning horror that I was not capable of doing my job. And that was really hard, because this whole time I've been working for these people, I've been able to come into work when I've had episodes, when I've had issues. I've managed to not take up my boss's offer of taking a mental health day when I need it. It's not that I thought I was better than that, no, but I thought that I could cope well enough that I could still be that contributing member to society that can go to a full-time, I'm not gonna cry, to a full-time job. It's normal, and I know everyone says normal is overrated and no one's normal, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. I just, like, I've worked so hard to build up this life where I got my own place. I have my own job that I worked really hard for. I got promoted. Like, oh my God, I did my job so well that they gave me more money. And I have a social life and friends, and I get to do stuff that normal people get to do. And it just really hurts when my disorder reminds me that I can't really have that all the time. I'm still disabled. Maybe not constantly, but yeah, I'm sitting on the floor of my apartment talking to a friggin' camera. I don't even know really. It's just, I tried so hard. I tried so hard to push through it, and I didn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. And so I told the other person I worked with, I said, hey, I can't do this. I have to go home. Unfortunately, she understood and took it on, no issue. I'm gonna get her coffee when I see her next. Like, there's no way I'm not thanking her for that. But it really put into perspective that, yeah, things can still get bad. Yeah, things can still happen. Even though I'm recovered, I still get episodes. And so the mixed state I'm in now, I'm kind of right now making this video, I'm on a lower side. I don't really feel much of anything right now. I'm just really tired and upset at what happened. I'm really down about myself. I'm trying not to get in a dark place, because dark places, they're guys, they're calling my name right now. But yeah, that's the update. That's the update. The update is I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Thank you guys so much for all of your wonderful comments on my last video. I'm really shocked that you guys care enough to say things like that. And even if you didn't say anything, I still appreciate you for watching it. I really have a really cool community here, and that makes a lot of this a lot easier. So, because you guys help me too. Like, you tell me I help you, and I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored to hear that. But yeah, you help me too. So, okay, that's the update. Thanks guys for watching, for joining me. God, I'll say it. Thanks for joining me and making the uncomfortable comfortable. I'm gonna continue making the uncomfortable comfortable for a while now, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.